So I don't actually have this running through my sound mixer right now. This is just, I'm just YouTubing this. It's been a while since I've done a, hit the webcam here. It's been a while since I've just played music through YouTube. I've forgotten how awful it is to not have a sound mixer. Probably immediately after this stream, I'm gonna put this into my mixer. Because this sucks. I'll just keep talking though through oh no, how much of the song is actually left? A minute? I don't know, I can it's nice being back. I hate missing a day of, especially since I'm doing this every other day. So it's really throws me off when I skip a day of Pathologic. Get our milk going. Where's our electric friend? Here we are. Here we go. Get our boy, our electric friend. Get him right back here. Oh, look at that. It's even got to fade out so that I can crossfade. Look at how convenient that was. All right. So, I might cut this one short, but at the same time, we're coming towards the end of Haruspex, so we might just finish it. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping I don't get hung up and dragged into a 3-hour stream or something. But do prepare for me to just do an hour stream. This is my first time also back to the gym in a week. And Steam's not running because Windows doesn't know how to do updates, so it has to give it 3 attempts whenever it wants to do an update. That's Deadly Premonition. We don't want Deadly Premonition. We want Pathologic. Also, we want to switch to the 16:9. So I need to minimize. I have, from writing Prince of Persia, I have a ton of windows open right now. So we got police sirens outside too. Let's get this boy running. Hopefully this will be fairly dialogue heavy. And I've looked it up. It doesn't look like I miss out on anything. Hopefully we don't come up short of Panacea. I think we're good though. I've also completed the main quest for day 11. This is day 11, right? I'm pretty sure. So I think we're basically done with the game. And it's just, there's one side quest at least I need to do. Yeah, day 11. One side quest, I need to go visit Notkin. I need to do the rounds and see who's sick. I got like an ache right here. Like through the muscle in my head. I got nailed in the temple today at the gym. So, unlike The Bachelor, this, Haruspex's campaign sort of, snuck up on me. I have to pop out chat for Pathologic, damn. Oh, did you lose the Lamau, my boy? Get this all up. Why aren't you giving, Vin his views, dude? Come on, he needs them. He needs you in there contributing. I know Vin. He was like, where's Septipus? Yeah, I know. Well, you have to click the things so that you can have, it's like basically a fair exchange. You click on things, he gives you a little amount. He gives you the allium. I think that guy needs to get his priorities straight. He needs to start selling water filters. Laptop is hot. Well, yeah, because you're using a laptop. Listen, if it's getting hot, it's because it's powerful. I bet your laptop, I bet you could run like BioShock Infinite. You can run all the hottest games. So, other than just maintaining my health, all we're doing is checking out the Notkin side quest, seeing if there's any other side quests, and do my increment for the day. And checking on the sick. I don't remember who I've cured, because I've been away. I got 2 Panacea. I think I've cured Katarina. I think I also cured Peter. I think I cured everyone I knew who was sick. And I gotta look for new people who've gotten sick. Yeah, I kind of don't feel that Haruspex has had the same ramping up that... You okay, my boy? Pretty sure, yeah, I got nothing on me. But Haruspex, it felt like the... Sort of, I don't know what you want to call it. The tension was fairly even through most of the campaign. And didn't have the progressive ramping up that The Bachelor did. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that Haruspex deals much less with the Inquisitor and the military. Playing as the Haruspex, the military shows up, and it's kind of just like, well, that's interesting. That's an interesting development. I have a feeling that we'll get a similar ramping up feeling from Changeling. At least from what it, seems immediately, since Changeling seems to be influencing a lot of people behind the scenes, primarily Commander Block is who I'm thinking about in this letter. Capella. Yeah. I'm not saying that's bad, it's just like a different feel. But yeah, absolutely. Haruspex is kind of on the personal, he's on his daddy quest. Alright, my final... already can't speak. My final request is of a tragics. Oh my god. This is... At least this isn't as bad. I recorded... Let me get away from the constant sound of the flamethrower. I recorded Prince of Persia today, and the whole recording was fucked and compressed, and I have to do it again. And I'm salty about it. And now I can't read. Unexpected, since this quest is primarily about preserving the town. Slightly agreed. But I guess at the same time, preserving the town was kind of what his dad was after. So it's like, by doing that, that's just a personal goal in mesh with it. Yeah, well, I kind of wish that there was more done with Bachelor trying to live forever. I wish that there was a little bit more, of that in the plot. It kind of gets, pushed to the side of it. Anyway, my final request is of a tragic sort. I didn't want to bother you with something like this, but all our plans are at stake. Please come see me if you can. I have a feeling she's going to warn me about Endgame. Could be a side quest. Luckily, she's on the way to Notkin. Oh my god, these aggressive clouds. Okay, let's undo all of this. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how Changeling... I think Changeling is going to feel very influential. I'd also be curious to see how many sort of plot turns were due to her meddling and stuff. By the way, I'm a little bit disappointed. I feel like not much came of me keeping Big Vlad alive. There's one final thing left to be done. The saddest and most essential. I cannot escape it. And happiness... Happiness demands self-abnegation. Does it not? You're scaring me, kid. Maria's coming into power. The polyhedron will cease to be the Republic of the Children soon. The toy will finally go back to its original purpose, and the young Casper feels it. He's hesitating. I want to extend a friendly hand to him, and I need a middleman for that. Why didn't you ask the bachelor to help you? Or I already know the answer to that question, actually. So, what? Tell him that I propose an alliance. In 10 years, and he knows full well this is how long it will take for my chapel to be built, he will have my hand. I will become his wife, and we will end the age-long conflict of our families. Whoa. Haruspex suddenly became a man of very few words. You're on good terms with the bachelor, are you not? He fawns upon you a lot anyway. The Utopians respect him. He knows how to get there. Alright. Are you absolutely committed to doing this? Yes. I'll do as you say. The spirit will bow before the power. Bachelor knows how to get inside this wretched tower. He has been to the very bowels of it, which is something I do not require. I only need to go as far as the threshold. Set a save. I don't feel like getting hung up today, so I'll be a bit extra scummy. We're also in the last stretch here. So let's go visit Notkin. I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed when Clara's storyline, the Changeling campaign, isn't extra spooky weird. Let's see, double check where I'm going. Yeah. I want to hit the railroad. Because if I don't have to go through the warehouses unnecessarily. By the way, once again, I brought this up a little bit before, and I can bring it up again more so now that we're basically at the end. I expected to do a lot more with Ruben. Because the implication when you're playing as Bachelor is that Haruspex and Ruben are hanging out and having lots of fun times together. But I think I only bumped into Ruben once. I'm going to pass by him. And, bad grief. It's been a while since I've checked on them. Make sure that neither of them are sick. And, oh, we got one. Okay. Panacea. Okay, we got one Panacea left. And bad grief is good. Okay. I'm a little bit clinchy. Stroll on, mate. I'm not in the mood to deal with arsonists. I probably should still just be nailing them, because they do give food. Dead! Alright, someone come slap me for that. Yeah. Notkin should be fine, being that he's one of my bound. I feel like, as Bachelor, I had one of my bound get sick, even though I did nothing wrong, just due to bad RNG. I could be misremembering, though. Alright, Notkin.
The bull is gone.
Has the bull from yesterday really broken free? Thank you. Where is he now? We'd like to bring him here. I don't know. Is it gone? I thought it was your handiwork. Sorry, I guess... It's just that I was counting on you. What happened? The girls reported that there's no longer a bull in Bone Steak Lot. I thought he was taken off the stake. Was he alive? I'm worried. So he had nothing to do with it at all? I'll check on the situation. I was meaning to anyway. Wait. Okay. Now I can free the bull. Because I passed by and the bull wasn't there. What could have happened to the bull last night? Could it be that the children were wrong in the first place? By the way, You shortened bachelor, and I keep reading it as Bach. I keep like looking over and going like, wait, is this a new chat? What are you talking about? It's giving me mind games. Willow's come in the chat to do mind games with me. So let's check on the bowl. I'll do that first. We can pass by Aspie. Grace shouldn't be sick. She's one of my bound. If I see one more sick person, I'm not going to use the panacea on them immediately. On the off chance that, on the off chance that I'm going to need it in the last day or something. And if I'm going to be fuck coming and going, I'd at least like to choose which direction I'm facing. First day back to exercising, I have like headache between my eyes. Everything is awful. I'll be good though as soon as I get like a couple days in. Let's see. Just pass by Grace just in case. Nothing wrong here? No, we're good. Okay. Don't be sick, Aspity. Alright, taking all bets, Aspity is sick. Yo, girl, you got the plague? Oh, God. She's good. Hey, friend. This gun need repairs? I thought I nailed that headshot. Honestly, don't need that stuff at this point, but really just shooting him in case he drops food. A little bit forward. Now, I think that there is a way from the east side of Bone Steak to get in, but I'm not going to be arsed. I think you have to run through a plague building. A lot of torches go off. Did the torch audio break? Help. Okay, let's fix that. Okay. Oh. Oh. Nope. Nope, the torch audio did not break. Okay. Move along, nothing to see here. It's all done with anyway. Hey, over there, block the roads. Tell Longin to send a rifle squad. Where is the bull? It was burnt down. Bet you're lying. Where's the bull? Get lost, or we'll have your beef roasted. Who ordered to burn the bull? We have a commanding officer, Captain Longin. If you have any questions, you're welcome to visit the ordnance headquarters. My job is to burn the infectious dirt. You fit the description. Whew. Ain't you brave with that flamethrower and all? That Long of yours may turn out to be more compliant. Okay. I can't believe it! The last of the bulls that were older than our settlement burned by the mutineer soldiers. They referred me to the instructions issued by new officer in charge, some Captain Lee. There's where the ordnance is. Yeah, I thought that was an audio glitch. That was unexpected. I actually use up all my rifle rounds. Slight worry that I'm going to need, or not rifle rounds, pistol rounds. I have a slight worry that I'm going to need a bunch of bullets to do this job. So, let's run south real quick. What do I have rations-wise, by the way? Passing by here. I'm okay. I got backup. I should probably be more worried about things like health. Because my infection rate and health could kind of, catch me off guard. Get out of an infected district and I'll check my supplies for healing. So we're going to get a bunch of Twira. Since I have tons of organs. Exchange them for bullets. Inventory, check my other slot. Pretty open. Not much in the way of healing. I'll hold on that bandage, not because I couldn't use it now, but I'd rather have a gauge on my health as it slowly ticks down. I don't want to be surprised when I got low health. That's not the right fire. Let's actually make our way over to the Bachelor while we collect Twira. We can put this job off slightly. Okay. Just spend it all. Okay. You know what? I was able to spend quite a bit. I don't know if I'll get much more. So let's go ahead and increment, and we'll just do it while we're here. Because I have a feeling this is going to degrade into a shootout. This might also degrade into a scum fest. Forewarning. This also gave me a chance to pass by Anna, who could have gotten ill. I just popped up. Let's keep that low. No reason to not have all those now. That should last me most of the day, if not even until tomorrow. Got the Plague District as soon as I can. I am slightly worried about Plague Districts. They're very aggressive right now, and massive amounts of illness is not something I want to deal with. Let's just not deal with whatever's attacking me. I want to save my bullets anyway. Well, I guess I still got 2 shells. Yeah, slightly worried I'm not going to have enough goodies. I could go to, if I end up too short of munitions, Bad Grief is along the way. No healing. Covered for everything else. I could probably sell most of my antibiotics. Wait, wrong way. In fact, as I recall, and no plague here, by the way. By the way, if Andrew got sick again, I'm gonna flip. Okay, we're good. But yeah, as I recall, when you wake up the final day, your plague is cured. If I remember correctly.
What?
Yeah. So this is a... He doesn't have nearly as much as I'd like. That sucks. I will actually take 2 rifle ammo. On the off chance that it ends up being worthwhile to buy a rifle from Bad Grief. I don't think it'll pay off. But we'll see. I'm actually curious, since Bachelor was revolver and rifle focused. Haruspex is kind of pistol, but mostly... Well, I'm glad I saved. Alright, I'm gonna take I think a Firmomycinium. That should get... Oh, let me reload that, because I'm still taking damage. That's not the first time that glitch has happened, where I've died, and then when I load in the game, I still take damage. Yeah, it'll be quite interesting if she goes around with no weapons or something. That would be an interesting twist. Alright. I forgot that gives exhaustion, taking those drugs, which is pretty obnoxious. Although I should be fine. I got enough, I got tons of coffee beans. Oh, yeah, and that, like, blew it out of the water. That was curious. That restored a lot. And if this is a shootout of some sort, kind of like the firing line when you play as Bachelor, me having low health honestly isn't that big of a deal, because it would probably be a, if not one shot, nigh on a one-shot kill. Thought that was a peril for a moment. I want to cross because I want to see Bad Grief. Fuck off, rat. Feck off. No other entrance. Let me see if I can squinks it. Yeah. I feel like sometimes you can make that and sometimes you can't. That rat is extra aggressive right now. Oh my god, everything sucks. How did it teleport behind me? Nothing personal, kid. this guy, is he gonna blow me away because of the rat? Oh, I guess he's... Okay. Okay. Bad grief, your shit's overpriced, but you might have what I need. Once again, I don't really need too much in the way of antibiotics anymore.
Many a one says ill that sleeps well.
Unless, like, Eva Yan got sick, and that keeps me from seeing The Bachelor. That's kind of... I don't even know if that's possible, but I'm seeing that as potentially worst case scenario. Hold on to the lockpick in case I have to use it. I don't have actually that much in the way of money. Oh man, this is pricey. He has a rifle. I don't think I'll be able to afford that though. Okay, but I got a lot of garbage meds. Generate immunity, get out. Nobody likes your style. Nuts. Okay, the tour doesn't sell for that much. Not gonna be worth selling. Watches sell good. He doesn't sell shells. That's a little bit aggravating. Here's how good is my pistol doing? Okay, I can't view it from here. Oh, I had dead gruel. I guess I made some before I went out. That's fine, I'll hold on to it. Yeah, I'll sell it. Hopefully I don't regret that. Bunch of Twirin. It doesn't sell for enough for me to bother getting rid of it, I don't think. Okay. No medical stuff? No. Okay. Are you joking? Let me just unload that. Okay, so now I have a ton of pistol ammo. So if there is a shootout, I should have enough ammo. If there is no shootout, well, I'm safe for the rest of the game from pretty much any combat. Yeah. Well, I passed by Murky. And I didn't really have to sell anything out I need. Once again, if someone's sick, either I'm giving them Panacea or I'm giving them nothing at this point. And worst case scenario is Eva Yen is sick and I can't see The Bachelor. In which case, well, none of my bounds should be sick. And hopefully Eva Yen is the last person to get sick. I mean, if 2 people get sick and I don't get another Panacea from some of these jobs, well, such is life. Not much I can do about it. Okay, oh, it's more towards these, well, at least where it's marked. I think I know where they're talking about, but it was being guarded yesterday. Let's see. Are they back here? This is where Bachelor dealt with a bunch of rogue guards. They don't seem to be here. Perhaps they're inside the cabin though. Or somewhere else. It could be the guys that I passed by before. Nope. Okay. Let's just quickly load back. Oh, hey. Save us all some time and just reload. instead of having to watch me walk back. So I think those guys I passed by might have been the, Did I just lose a bunch of health from reloading again? The coding in this game is very powerful. So let's try this again. Yeah, hey, I see you there. I guess not. I guess it's just like that because it's like that. Alright. Any of these guys want to talk? No. I'd wager it has something to do with all of this happening. Nope. Alright. I know, am I gonna just have to shoot my way through that? I'm trying to figure out what exactly... I'll read the description on the map and see what it has to say. And it's a little bit further south than where I'm looking. Here at the Mutineers' headquarters is the person who ordered the burning of the miraculous bull. An officer called Captain Longen. Okay. I don't know, maybe he'll look slightly unique? I'm guessing those guys that are aggressive over there are the Mutineers. Maybe just stay away from the guys with the flamethrowers. Do any of you want to talk? No. I can't tell. I don't think that those are the guys, since I can't speak to any of them. I think that they're there for, like, another character's campaign or something. He's not in a cabin, is he? Well, what do you know? I'm guessing you're my man. I'm listening. Was it you that's ordered to burn the bull? As an officer, I expect to be addressed as Sir. Self-respecting people address soldiers likewise. I'm a step man. There are no sirs in the steppe. So? Do you even realize what kind of creature it was? Thousands of panacea samples could have been made from it. The flamethrower core burned everything that is a sanitary hazard. A bull in a lot went very much against sanitary regulations. In all honesty, the whole town is abnormal. Who gave the order? Was it the commander? There's an authorized agent commissioned with supervising the sanitary situation of the town. Bachelor Dankovsky. He's in charge. I forgot that Dankovsky is the one who orders the bull get burned. I just remembered that. That was me. I did that. So that's who. Oh, so that's who's doing it. Is the Bachelor. Bachelor Dankovsky was the inspiration for this crime. Wonder how you'll justify this wrongdoing. Okay, so I got 2 jobs with a Bachelor. I guess I didn't need to buy a whole bunch of bullets. Maybe I still will. Alright, let's go punch Bachelor. We should probably ask him about the other thing first. Before he gets all defensive. We'll have to get in a fight with Bachelor. Alright, Dankovsky. I'm gonna kick your ass. What is the time? 4 p.m. I mean, at this point I've arguably beaten the game. But maybe one of these jobs will get me a bit of extra panacea in case someone is still sick. I do have a slight worry that on day 12 you'll get one more sick person. Where have I wandered off to? Oh, there I am. I couldn't spot my, my marker for whatever reason. I must be going blind. It's really easy to get disoriented while you're just out in a field like this. Like that, a little bit of Twira. Was that White Whip? Yeah. Not that I really need it at this point in the game. Okay. Rat already coming for me. I actually am really hoping he kills that homeless dude. He did. Okay, let me get this rat. Because I would like to get bandages from that homeless dude, if I can. Okay. Get my gun out. Yeah, in case that happens. You just line this up. No more problem. And yes, bandages. Excellent, boys. Fine, I'll take his organs. I'll take his organs for old time's sake. Okay. Ah. God damn it. Rats. Well, Eva's good. We'll use the bachelor... words. We'll use the bandages in Eva's house. Let's also go harass Eva for one last time, so she can remark how I smell of blood.
I think Clara has found a way to preserve the town as it is.
That's interesting. I should have been speaking to her more often, since she doesn't commit suicide when you play as Haruspex. I'd be curious to hear the things that she is mentioning about the other people in town.
Truth does not do as much good in the world as the appearance of truth does evil.
I should have saved first. I got it, Artemy. I cracked your puzzle, Ive. It does indeed have to do with the most high-level mysticism. I'm listening. Your Udra is Simon. Or rather, not exactly Simon. A structure. An architectural complex. So, you see, the town aspect of the sigil is preserved. It's actually even emphasized. Now imagine the structure taking in Simon's soul to become alive. How can it be? I don't understand. I know, it's almost beyond comprehension. A phenomenon that can have both a scientific and a mystical interpretation. I can't explain or prove it here and now. Aglaya's got the blueprints. But it's true, trust me. A structure absorbs a soul and comes to life. Absorbs a soul? How exactly? Well, it hasn't happened yet, but the Canes guarantee that they can do it. It's an interdisciplinary effort that has to do with both optics and human psyche, and a certain breakthrough. So a structure becomes a vessel for a soul, like a body. Precisely. Personally, I am overwhelmed and humbled. I could never have imagined something like this could be possible. A chimera made of living and the non-living. I am absolutely positive, Artemy, that this is your Udra. Are you aware that Simon was one of Isidore's last patients? I am. Perhaps you're right, Oinen. Okay. So increment real quick here.
What does Maria Kindness say? She seems to be the one in charge now.
Because I feel like this could go wrong 8 ways to Sunday. Alright. Okay, so we want to talk about the bull last. We don't want to push the bull subject early. We also need to get inside the tower. Okay, so I think these are just going to be informational. So we'll start with these. Who's my sacrifice, then? I don't know. I think it's all superstition anyway. Without a sacrifice, they won't give me the blood that the serum requires. I must choose the right one. Why didn't you ask openly? Let the foreman tell you what he wants from you. He wants me to guess. Well, intimidate him then. I haven't seen the foreman. I just punched the foreman to death. I guess for whatever reason, I'm not telling Bachelor about that. I don't know what type of person he is, but I think that a solid threat can convince anybody. Intimidate him. How? Kane gave me a hint today. Seems like the foreman has something to do with your father's demise. Big Vlad is also in on it. Didn't he tell you? Yes, I already know. This seems like a, Oyen, the unworthy foreman, proved to be a disproportionate sacrifice. That's right, I punched him to death and he wasn't a good enough sacrifice. Yeah. Foreman Oyen killed Isidore Barach the night before my arrival.
You look unhealthy.
Okay, start with the tower. We don't want... I feel like Basher's gonna freak out if I ask about the bull. I need to get inside the tower, Oinen. Tell me how to do that. Ah, so you two have decided to defend the jewel with your life, haven't you? A worthy choice. Makes me happy to see that you've come to it. I have indeed. I'm gonna lie to Bachelor. Daniel's my friend. I will never lie to you. In that case, just say, fortified, to the Doghead guards. It's a password. Maria has told it to me. Okay. By the way, seems like Maria has fallen out of favor with her little brother, so if the password doesn't help, just tell them that I'm planning to save the polyhedron and that I'm counting on you to help me with this. They'll definitely let you in then. Okay. Yeah, I was recalling, as Capella gave me this job, that, Khan does not care for his family very much. Alright. The Canes are plotting something. They are a large family, and each one of them wants to live by their own will. Seems that both Capella and the Bachelor know of the intrigue the power games entail. Whereas I don't give a damn. I just punched a foreman to death.
But I have to get back to work.
I'm not here for politic. Did they burn the bull on your orders, Oinen? What bull? Think about it, Barach. There was no bull. There was a supreme one at Bone Steak Lot. There was no bull, but shh. Don't tell anyone about it. I gave an order to the soldiers that they'd have something to take it out on. Better let them burn an outskirt lot than a cathedral square. Bridge Square, you mean? I think you might see my point, Barach. I gave the order to burn it because it was a nuisance that provoked unrest. Its huge body was filled with infectious spores. It was my duty, after all. Don't be stubborn. I'm not getting in your way, so don't get in mine. For the time being, Oinen. Well, it seems that this is just going to close out the thing. I might have fucked it up. If we could look soberly on the matter, everyone did just as they should. Basher was doing his duty. Still, the resolution of this story has a strong air of sacrilege about it. Choke on my words a little bit. But that could also just be experiencing some of the plot and how it unfolds. And perhaps it'll be more valuable when I play as Clara. As just information. That would actually be a good angle for Changeling's campaign, is if you have to take knowledge from at least one of the two to get through some of her quests. If you need to have recalled knowledge from the Bachelor or Haruspex campaigns. Okay, hang on, go in the cathedral just to reload this rat. And Lilith is fine. Still quite a few people I have to check on to make sure that they don't have plague. But let's go say hi to Khan. I've actually not met him. Oh? Is there more blood here? Oh. Is more blood leaking from the tower? Excellent. If that's the case. Yes! Okay, well that's another panacea. Because the tower's leaking blood. Listen, I have this chart that, and just look at the chart and it all makes sense. Okay? You need to understand. We have the bull. We have the abattoir. We have the town, cathedral. We got the tower. We got the Simon Babu. We got plenty of blood. Follow me on this. Stay with me. This is good. This is primo. Point is, we got the blood. We got more blood. Okay. I have a feeling that talking to Khan might also be a minefield. Though, the choices might be obvious. I'll scum anyway. I don't feel like, day 11 getting super drawn out. We already had that with day 10. What do you want, Baruch? Fortified. Alright, you may come in, but only to see the leader, no sidetracking. How do you people manage to not fall down from here? What a response. Hey, Khan.
Sister would love to have me removed from here. One of the adults will take care of the tower now. Simon or Mother, one of them.
Who are you? My name is Artemi Baruch. Why have you come? Are you here on my sister's behalf? No, on Capella's. The Ogimsky girl. Curious. I had a feeling she might make a move. Sooner or later, our paths had to cross. So what is she up to? She wants to strike an alliance with you. Children's alliances are not worth a dime. She willing to become my wife in 5 years, to submit to me. She is, in 10 years though. They say traces of blood were found by the polyhedron. My dogheads claim they belong to the soldiers' victims. But I think they're lying. Tell me the truth. Are there really soldiers down below? Shit, I actually don't know. I'm not gonna lie to him. No, it was the earth bleeding, not people. Indeed, I've been told this has happened before. The ground bleeds by the stem, as if the polyhedron is a cork stuck in a tube. What should I tell Capella? Tell the Ogimsky girl that I shall come. Let it be so. The proud Capella had made the first move, and so she will have my support. She offers to strike an alliance, and we accept her offer. You have my word. Farewell, Khan. We did it, boys. Casper Kane doesn't look a pleasant fellow. Wonder what this hero will be like in 10 years' time. It has potential, but it suggests he should be held on a short leash. We can go back to Capella now. Good thing I already know how to work the floors in here from doing Bachelor's Campaign. Okay. So it looks like we're set. We can even make more Panacea if more people get the plague. So I think we're good. All I gotta do is kind of wrap up this day. I might even just go to bed early to move on to day 12. We'll speak to all of our bound, and we'll make our decision. Looks like we got good end, boys. I just gotta climb down this giant Morrowind staircase. Greetings, Enwa. Is there legit more blood down there? Does it just keep flowing? No, it's not on the steps itself. So yeah, I can't pick it up. Though I am slightly curious how I picked blood off the floor anyway. So, okay. Save here, so I don't have to rewalk the tower. And we gotta go do, we gotta do the rounds and see if we can get anyone cured of their plague. Hopefully, no one has plague right now. I mean, well, not really a problem either way. Ooh, wait. Before I get distracted, I need to visit a pharmacy. Feck off, rat. I'm not bad on health, but I think it's gonna sneak up on me. Poor health. Getting one last good purchase of healing. I'll avoid the tourniquet. Do some coffee. My health is doing alright, but I'm a little bit afraid that it could sneak up on me. I gotta double check Maria. I don't think I passed by Maria's house. And then we gotta check Laura, Yulia. Is that everyone? I think if I check Laura and Yulia, then I will have checked everyone. Okay, Maria's healthy. We can do one last rat race. Got rats with eagle eyes. Got another rat. God damn it. Fucking rat. Alright, well, I didn't buy anything from the pharmacy. I already know that the canes are all healthy. I hate the flamethrower, guys. Yeah, I'm really hoping that Capella's campaign requires some meta-knowledge of the game. Curious to check apparel. Mostly just curious. Nothing. I don't even know why I checked, to be completely honest. Just felt like I wanted to. I should be punished for my hedonism. Asking a lot on the player to remember. I disagree. One, it's a very plot-driven game. You know, this is maybe one of the better games that I played when it comes to writing the line between Viz novel and actual gameplay. And I mean, I don't find myself to be no exceptional. Like, I'm no great reader. You know, I'll be the first to say that. I got bad brain when it comes to reading. I got another rat on me. I'm waiting to get burned. But even I'm still picking up on a lot of these things. You know, I picked up on, oh yeah, it was the bachelor that burned the bull. I did that. Type stuff. And the fact that you have to play as either Haruspex or Bachelor first does give to that a little bit. Yikes. Oh my god, it's hell on earth right here. I don't think it's unreasonable. I would say, okay, it would suck, say, in your position where you played Bachelor's campaign, a little bit of Haruspex, and then you didn't touch it for a while. You'd have to actually recall quite a bit if you didn't go straight from one to the other. That would be asking a bit much. Maybe I also have a stilted view on how much you can ask from a player, being that, well, I'm a big fan of things like Mist. Yulia's sick. I think this is the last person, though, to check. Who have I not checked? Peter's good. I can't imagine Sticky's no good. Oh no, I think we have everyone. As long as only one person gets sick tomorrow, we're even still good. Panacea. Let me in. Alright, make her way down to the lump. I also want to speak to Big Vlad. I think that I was just supposed to be bothering Big Vlad occasionally to get information to help me deal with the foreman. But I just didn't do it. I think that was the benefit of keeping him alive. And I just wound up not capitalizing. Yeah, I'll check out the other endings. That's not hard. All I gotta do is save before, doing the dialogues. It's not like it locks you out or anything crazy. But yeah, we'll probably be seeing the end of Haruspex tonight, being that I'm only barely past an hour in. So don't worry, boys. This is gonna be a heavy dialogue night. It might even be heavy dialogue as soon as I speak to Capella. Or right after. I'll have to go to bed. We'll start up day 12. I want to actually visit Big Vlad, because I'm curious what he has to say.
The girl is fine, but the boy's unbearable.
Yeah. So, I guess they expected me to go and ask about the foreman a little bit first. I didn't get any real hints to that. I did all the right things, but we're going to get the clues about the foreman after having beat the shit out of the foreman. Ah, Barach. I'd like to tell you something. I know who killed your father. Who? Formanoyan. Yes, that is so. His shrift was short. I was done with him quickly. Yeah, I punched the foreman to death.
Aglaya announced that Clara was cursed and banished her. Serves her well.
Curious.
Aglaya was in the right.
You have Khan's consent. Didn't take him long. That means he'll leave the tower tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So will his minions. You know how to make a lot of panacea already, don't you? You can count on me. Allow me to thank you. You will assume authority over the kin soon. If everything goes well, and I assume the authority of the town. We will rule together, you and I. Cherish my gift. Let it bring the soft memories back to life. The memories of the little girl that I used to be. Thank you. It all ends tomorrow. A single day can change a lot. I can sense almost nothing now. Are my fosterlings fine? Can the mutineers kill the Inquisitor? If Aglaya Lilach fails, even destroyed by petty scheming, we won't be able to protect the town. Don't you worry about a thing. It was the foreman. Yeah, I know. That's the third time I was told it was the foreman, including the first time was the foreman himself. So the matchmaking was a success. Capella's moved the final figure on the board. Sad move. She was clearly trying to pick the lesser of two evils. It's strange how calm and collected the lad was. As if he always knew what was going to happen. So it seems like these side quests were mostly just for my own interest. So I think we're cool to just go to bed, honestly. It's 6:30. Sleep for 6 hours. Go to the theater. Watch the last mime performance. I don't even know if we need to sleep more after that. We will have to do one last courtesy round around town. what a phrase. Because someone tomorrow could still catch plague. Hopefully only one person catches plague. If 2 people catch plague, well, I don't know where we were supposed to get the remaining panacea. And I lost my rat because I got torched. Honestly, I almost feel that, or I wouldn't say a glitch, that I got this last, blood. I think it's kind of scripted that I was supposed to bump into it along the way, visiting con. Don't mind me, I just have plague. So, it's the last time here in my evil lab. And it's time to make our last panacea. And is that our last Swevery as well? I have to double check the damn. I think it was day 4. Brown Twira, Black Twira, Swevery. Brown Twira. Black Twira. Oh no. We have plenty. The Swevery never really felt that, or not, the Twira. Swevery is part of the Twira, but you know, never felt that limited. Alright. And we mix it with the holy blood. With the blood. And boom. One last panacea. So we'll go ahead, save it here. See what kind of drugs I got. Do I actually not have any, heavy drugs to take? I got some Metarum. I was hoping that I had some, like, I thought I had ethorphine still. Or at least some morphine. But this'll do for the last day.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
I may have to wait till 7 a.m. to actually do stuff. Today is the last day. The choice has to be made. Okay. So I got a bunch of letters telling me to turn off my PlayStation, I think. Aglaia Lilith has made fools of us all. Both of us were pawns in her terrifying maneuver. That's the way it is. Ask her yourself. Block and I have her cornered. We have completely disarmed her, so she has no choice but to confess. My dear Barak, she is your sacrifice. I don't think it is at all necessary to slit her throat with your own knife, you see. The town is destroyed. The head of Aglaia Lilith will be separated from her shoulders in less than a day. I didn't think about it that way, that she's going to get executed for failing her mission. And also that she has the hots for Haruspex, so that she would become my sacrifice. I actually thought I was going to have to murder Aspity. But that got to be progressively less likely as I played. Anyway. It has transpired that this whole situation affords her a stay of her death warrant. If she presents the town entirely purged of any disease that to the powers that be, she's granted a pardon. The issue is, it is impossible. The disease has soaked the town. It keeps rising up from the very roots of it. It's doubly deplorable that when she deceived you, she didn't merely save her life. She pursued her own purpose too, which is to destroy the polyhedron. The disease can only be destroyed if we destroy the town. There is no other option. By your own reasoning, I cannot be wrong about it, can I? Please take this into consideration if you come to the cathedral. Bachelor Denkovsky. Her sacrifice is Aglaia Lilith. I don't know how exactly you're supposed to kill her, but there's little doubt that the offering is her. I'm telling you this in my capacity as a true mistress. Treat this as the first of my prophecies. This is the truth. The reason why Aglaia deceived you was that she wanted to save her own life. Don't try to prevent the destruction of the town by this. The prophecy will be fulfilled, and the kin will accept you. Ask her yourself. Joking on my words. Ask her yourself. I doubt she has what it takes to deny it. And one from Aglaia herself. This is to remind you of the council tomorrow. Commander Block and I have reached an agreement. You will hear out any reasonable suggestion of how the town may be saved. Owing to your efforts, we have a suggestion, don't we? After that, we will hear out the mistresses. The young Olgimsky girl and Maria Kaina were invited. I guess Katerina will tag along. Are you in any way related to Capella? She says that she will lend her support to our cause. Is she all right? We won't be able to resolve the proceedings without the mistresses. They are the guarantee of the town's obedience. Those wielding emergency authority will leave soon enough. And the mistresses will remain. It isn't possible to keep the town in submission unless the population behaves. Quiet, as to not evoke the ever-present threat of death. P.S. Block doesn't know that we've met or exchanged letters. He also doesn't know of your friendship with Capella. This could be important. Put my trust in you. Yours, Aglaia. Alright. Let's see. So I still have infection. I don't want this map. I want the normal map. Okay. Just making sure I don't get lost on my way to the forum. Funny thing happened on the way to the forum. You have actually... You're not entirely wrong. We are wrapping up Haruspex right now. And I'll probably do the opening of Capella. Or, Capella. Clara. And we'll call it a night. So, yes, we are wrapping up the stream. But you came at the perfect time for wrapping up. I missed my pass right here. Is everyone alive? I think so. I have one panacea, and I have to do one last round. Hopefully no one really gets sick on the last day. But it's looking like we got good end. And we'll be checking out the non-canon endings. We're hitting up the mime performance. The last mime performance right now. Because it's not necessarily the direct Haruspex ending. Listen, not everyone can live to see the end. I'm effectively cheating. Someone has to die.
Whatever you do, you'll have to sacrifice something.
Destruction is inevitable. There's no miraculous way out.
So that's what their thought process is, see?
That's exactly what I'm on
There's
about.
nothing to hope for from the start. Each of them should simply fulfill their purpose. At least, we'll see which one works best.
Each of them wants to save that which is dear to them. Perhaps they could get along.
Out of the question. The meeting chamber is tight with the general sitting at one side of the table and the Inquisitor sitting at the other. Only one of them will decide. The others will die.
Okay. So, before we end this campaign, I think I still have to sleep once, and I have to do a round around town. I think I have to, because I don't think the day actually starts until 7 a.m. I should pick up some food, too. So we'll sleep till it's 7 a.m., do a round around town, see if there's anyone with plague. Hopefully, if anyone has plague, it's only one person. But I think we're good. Oh, punching the bull and stuff. Actually, I felt that, comparatively, I had so much more problems, dealing with, Bachelor. I mean, you were here, I believe, when I had to kill everyone who was in the firing line. That was awful. I didn't have something quite that awful, as Haruspex. I mean, other than getting into a fist fight with a bull. That was a pretty powerful moment. Oh, am I not supposed to get in the fist fight with the bull? Because I was just talking about how everyone is telling me how the foreman is the person who murdered my father. But I only found out after I murdered him. But hey, if it all works out. I will be a little bit salty, though, if punching that guy leaves me, say, short one panacea. The firing line. Well, yeah. But I got the good end. I thought you were referring to the, killing the foreman. Hey, I took that the extra step. I think it was appropriate. At the beginning of the Haruspex campaign, all you hear about is how, Bachelor likes to run around waving his gun. Hey, I saved the 4 that were on that line. I don't recall. I think that your reward for that is you get something. I think you get a gold ring. Fine by me. But hey, I saved 4 more than you. You sound to me like a quitter. Just take on 4 soldiers with rifles. Do it. Okay. Increment to save real quick. Yeah, in that same breath, most of Haruspex's side quests on the last day were also sort of just kind of plot driven. Day 12, in which it finally becomes apparent what it was all about. You know, I think I enjoyed Bachelor. It's hard to say. Oh yeah, did I... Okay, I still have infection. Yeah, it's hard to say which one I enjoyed more. Because Haruspex definitely has like a more nutty, like it gets really crazy for Haruspex. Some of the trials that you have to do for the foreman get pretty bonkers, which is fun. I think that Bachelor had the overall more solid campaign. The answer is Changeling, which I've not, which I'll be playing soon.
Why don't they bring anyone here? So quiet.
Capella and I owe you so much. Am I only alive because of you? Aren't I? Tell me, why does Capella need you? I will replace the second mistress. That means Capella thinks I'll manage to. She says I'm shining bright, but unlike hers, my glimmer isn't thick, but rather transparent and very pale. What for? Each of us will tug the power in our own direction. She'll tug a bit upwards, and I'll tug downwards. We'll tune life together, opposing each other, like Nina and Victoria before, but not for real. Moreover, I'll help her make the lines into a circle. At least, that's my understanding. Makes sense to me. Right. Gotta remember that Murky's way down there. Okay, so next. Gotta go visit Taichik. Pass by people's houses too to make sure that they don't have plague. Alright, so taking all bets that one person has plague, taking all bets that two people have plague, and we don't get good end. I'm wagering that we don't ever get new sick people, actually. So I think we're good. A letter. Oh, I got several letters. Okay, well, let's get working. First from Clara. I know that you are interested in pairs, oppositions, and other meaningful similarities. So let me remind you of something. The first pair should be read as follows. If the Ura your father spoke of is the town. Okay, step back. And maybe my tongue will stop being so fat. Then the polyhedron is your sacrifice. There's no other way, since the two are correspondent to each other. Crush the polyhedron. Rivers of blood will flow. The underground ichor emerging from that within the hollow rod on which the tower stood. The second pair means if Goliath is your sacrifice, then Simon is your Ura. In this case, you have no other choice but to protect the polyhedron. I am staying in the left wing of the termitary. Come and see me if you please. My plan is the only one that is feasible. Nothing will have to die. Okay, Bachelor. What you got to say to me, Daniel? This is to remind you of how the Inquisitor has deceived you in regard to the Ura, which is none other than Simon Kane, the last patient your father ever had. I am well prepared to explain the situation to Block, although as of now I have no such possibility because of the mutiny. The logic behind the whole affair is quite straightforward. If you destroy the town, the Inquisitor dies. If the Inquisitor dies, the polyhedron will be saved. Every fiber of this woman's being is dedicated to one purpose, eliminating the polyhedron. She will not hesitate to die. This would lead to the destruction of the tower. No one can vouch for its safety while she is alive. If the polyhedron remains intact, Simon's existence would likewise be protected, and the supreme creature your father spoke of will be formed. You will fulfill your father's dying request, and in doing so, resolve the whole situation. I hope that you may see that my logic makes sense, even if my presentation is muddled. Danila Denkovsky. P.S. Please find an opportunity to see me if you require further proof of my correctness. And then the powers that be, who have not written me very much. Oh, good, they even open up Ripper. Good. We thought we should write because you don't seem to be listening to what we tell you. You've gone completely out of hand. As of late, you keep doing whatever you please. This is unacceptable. You are spoiling the game. If this letter reaches you in good time, do come to the polyhedron. They will let you inside. Keep your eyes tightly closed, descend to the bottom and say 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. We'd like to have a chat with you. The people who own you. Well, that is an interesting swerve of a letter. Yeah, I know, you're spoiling the game. You're ruining everything. I hope actually that letter is because no one has plague. That would be a funny letter for the game to give you for saving everyone. It's like, listen, someone's supposed to die. I will have an egg in this trying time. Maybe. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna love it if I go in there and they just beat me. I just get shot when I go in. Okay, so let's go see Capella first. I keep calling her Capella for whatever reason suddenly.
Neither the town nor the tower have to be sacrificed.
Clara.
Everything can be saved.
See how everything turns out? Who could have thought? You have to sacrifice something. Either the town or the polyhedron. One of the queens wants to destroy the wondrous tower while the other seeks to raise as much as possible just to make sure. Do you have a different solution? I could arrange it so that everything stays the way it used to. If I could get into the cathedral, look the Inquisitor in the eye, but I can't. I have to care for my confidants. They have put their faith in me already, you see. I cannot abandon them now. I'll do my best to help you. How do I recognize your bound? All of them are listed in the letter that I sent you several days ago. They're easily recognizable. The persecuted, the outcast, the villains, the criminals. Those whose only shelter is me, the new mistress. Wait for me. I'll take care of your outcasts. Only the changeling will be able to explain the advantages of her paradoxical solution to the chess queens. Before she attends the final council in the cathedral, she will want to make sure that her bound are alive. They are Bad Grief, Reuben, Aspity, Anna, Yulia, Lara, Alexander, Katerina. Well, let's go say hi to little Tai Cheek. I should have actually gone up and spoken to her after I punched the foreman. Well, the Termitary still isn't doing very good. This is actually what the Termitary looked like before Plague. You just had dead worms lying all over the place. Hey, kiddo.
What is this? What's going on? Who was screaming?
I'm alive, and it's you who made it so. Thank you, thank you. Does that mean you'll be helping me from now on? I will. Does it actually continue?
Oh!
Who told you that? Capella did. You'll become the foreman and the most important person in the kin now. Everyone will follow your words like they did with Dad. I'll always be at your side so that you know that we're all together and that the kin loves you. That's what she promised me. Why are you so happy? You're the only one they listened to before. What do you think happens now? I'll step aside a bit, but I'll help you and connect you with everybody. I won't bother I won't bother the new mistresses, even though I really want to. It's all Capella's design, even though I don't really get it. Is it she who told you all this? Yes. She also said there'll be 4 nodes instead of 3 from now on. The 4th one is me, standing aside. a bit, well, I mean, there always have been 4 nodes, but no one noticed that before. I think things will be better now than they used to be. I hope so. That's curious what she just said there. There were always 4. I get the light feeling that Clara has something to do with being the 4th. Perhaps we'll find out more with her. I mean, she's going to be bumming around Katarina, at least from what I've seen from the other campaigns. The campaigns don't necessarily go exactly as the other campaigns imply. There is a bit of variation. Meat vendor, give me all of your berries red cola. Yeah. Not really worried about my hunger at this point, just want to be doubly sure. My health is plenty fine. My infection isn't high enough that it would eat that health. Alright. Hey, you sticky.
If we, the outcast children, live, the town will grow to be a town of men. Capella will entrust us with it. We're the future of this land.
What will we do without your help? That means you'll be just like your father by the time we grow up. What are you planning to do with your life? I will be the axis for the wheel to spin around. A future ruler with a new sign. I trust Capella. A new sign? What do you mean? The Kane-Ogimsky-Soborov triangle is over. There are no more termites, utopians, or humbles. The 3 powers are gone, almost without a trace now. They're nothing but memories now. We need new forces and new signs. The old rulers are gone, except for you. Will you protect our little town until we come of age? What do you stand for? I don't know yet. We didn't have enough time to talk, but I will become a builder to direct Khan and Notkin's ardor. That's what Capella has seen. I wonder which of the 2 mistresses is supposed to be paired with me. Grace or Murky? Oh, my sides. They're both very nice, but also not much to look at. Are you sure they're alive? This kid has no filter. I like him. He's got moxie. Why would you hold Khan and Notkin back? We'll make a new triangle. Duh. This tug of war will never end, whether we want it or not. And I have a hunch that they'll grow to become commanders and conquerors like Block and Schoen. But I'm already thinking as to what to counter those 2 war dogs with. Good. The future is now, old man. Okay, I'll pull this up. Because this is the end of the game, I'm pulling stuff up. Powerful. you know what? Unironically me. Oh, gotta get OBS up. I have the thought. Listen, the 2 girls that Sticky's getting got nothing. Okay. I was wondering, why do I need to, like, pass by Peter's house? I was like, oh, yeah, because someone could still be sick. Yeah, I half had the thought. Okay, so Alexander is good. Alright, Saburov and the Saburava. Both good. Okay. Yeah, I half had the thought to put the image up on screen so that if anyone happened to pass by the VOD or something on my YouTube dumping ground, I keep forgetting I need to make a link for that on this page on that thought. I've been thinking too much about Prince of Persia. But then I thought, no, fuck them. Show up live. Okay. Anna's good. Okay. That covers everyone over here. Go say hi to Capella. Listen, I'm working with minimal audience interaction as it stands. I'm not going to go out of the way for YouTube viewers. Go over on the live stream. Not that tons of people are drawn to, you know, the 2-hour streams that just get, like, shit posted up. Yeah, no, I'm big money. Chad man chasing that dollar. I'm trying to think of a good way to go through all this. Okay. Most efficient path would actually be to cut south here. So, skipping Capella for now. Basically, we're gonna loop down here past Murky, go back up through this. Actually, yeah, I'll just go from here. Hit the lump and then cut through past the theater. Okay, so. Ruben's good? I was gonna say, if Ruben's sick, and Grief is good, I think we're safe. Watch. I'm gonna show up to the Crucible, and both like Victor and Georgi are sick. I'm gonna shit. If that happens, I'll just take I'm gonna lift up my mic. I'm just gonna take a huge shit on camera. I couldn't even say it and keep a straight face. Squikes on it. Just gonna say hi to Notkin.
Where's my cat again? I hope he doesn't escape.
So, we'll have to fight for power in a couple of years. You and I, right? I wonder how that'll go. You'll be old already, though. Are you already thinking about ousting me from my power? Ain't you a quick lad? I'm kidding. Khan is the one I'm really after. Whew. That's the guy. I'll have to meet him head on. Khan will grow to inspire true terror. Has he really abandoned the ways of his family? You could have thought. Nina's son switching faith. What does he believe in now, by the way? Well, let's start with you. What are you standing up for? Not sure yet. The balance is constantly shifting. The disposition of forces will be different. It won't be like the previous standoff between the termites and the utopians. Capella has already considered everything. It's good that she's tamed Khan. We are sick and tired of utopias. Let's build a new world. A better one. Like a utopia. I can already see the seeds of future rebellion in you. It's you who will become the new utopian, Notkin. Well, I guess Haruspex was on it as much as I was. Okay. There's no exit back there. Is there an exit? I think you have to always go, like, there's a side exit. I've forgotten all the exits to this area. I have to really work my one brain cell to escape this maze. Here we go. Ah, fourth campaign. Just wander around the town, pondering to yourself, what doth life? That'll be for the Oscar Wilde fourth campaign. See if I can pour milk well walking forward. Can I W and milk pour? Mostly. I had to unscrew the... This is wrong. I was even going to the right car. Alright. Guess what, Murky? You have Sticky to look forward to. How don't I get ill from drinking so much milk?
Was
Well,
called Feed the Doll. I also wanted to be with Mom and Dad.
you don't understand that I'm a powerful white man, and I can drink the white gold all day. Makes me mighty. And I'm really struggling. I'm trying to add weight right now. I'm trying to bulk up. And milk is actually a really good source for because it's high in sugar, high in fat, and high in protein. It's not the only thing I don't actually do the full go mad. What milk really is for me is it helps round off like when I come up short on my gram count. Anyway, will you stay with us? What for? A lot of things will change. I will actually stop living here. I'll have my own house. A house? The rod. I'm destined to become the mistress of the earth. Katerina has failed, and I won't. That's what Capella says. Why do you think you'll succeed where Katerina has failed? Capella knows that for sure. She can see the future. 10 years, I'll become a tall and slender beauty. I'll have white skin and dark ankle-long hair, or even longer. I will speak with the earth, perhaps even command it. I'd stay here just to see it. This is too much hair. Can't handle that. That's just a hassle. I guess I still got plague. Sounds like Sticky's gonna have a handful. But yeah, no, I suffer way less from how much milk I drink, so much as how many eggs I eat. That's awful. I just plow through cartons of eggs. And then I eat 3 burgers. And then I eat half a thing of yogurt. And then I eat half a thing of cottage cheese. Life is powerful for me. When you don't make your mark, you just eat as much peanut butter as you can at the end of the day. And pass by. Okay, I was thinking of... Well, he's dead. But no one cares about young Olgimsky. Rest in pizza. Dust all meals with whey. Man, whey is expensive though. Listen, dude, a dozen eggs a day is cheaper than whey. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, is he really sick? Okay, we got one. Wait. Oh, wait, is this different? Okay. You aren't allowed in here, brah. Some of our actors are still standing guard by the doors of some of our patrons, the regular audience, so to speak, so the theater is closed. So you mean that until at least one mask is standing guard at the door of at least one doomed person. Okay, so someone is sick. That's precisely what I mean. You are incredibly sagacious, Artemi Barach. At least one? You gotta be kidding me. We have every right to do this, too. It's our theater, not yours, isn't it? Fine. Find another way. Okay. Someone is sick. Luckily, I have a panacea. Hopefully only one person is sick. Well, let's find out. It's gonna be your favorite character, too. And all those shippings that you've been doing on Tumblr, all those gifs you've been making, all that romance art, it's gonna be for naught. It was Laura. I hope it's only Laura. Okay. Have the panacea. Okay, so fast check. We don't need to check on Yulia. Stop creeping on you. I got your IP address. I know all your Tumblr posts. Yeah. This stream is actually just a giant honeypot for me to steal IPs. I do it for the CIA. Okay. Did he fuck off? Shit. No, I think we're fucked. No! No! Oh my god. Dude, fuck off. Oh, wait. Okay. No, I think we did it. He's got stuff to say to me. Okay. No. This will not do. You have received the invitation of the powers that be, haven't you? Why didn't you pay a visit to the focus of the specular tower yet? It's a rather curious place. Go have a look. Come back here. Otherwise, the impression will be lost on you. What? I'll go, oops. Okay, I think we got it. I was about to flip my shit, too. I was like, oh, the fucker's still out there. No! we ruined the entire Haruspex campaign. I think we got it, though. We just got to go to the tower, and then he'll open it up for us. We'll get cool boy ending. Okay. But still check on... Drop it rather than flip it. I was gonna fucking rocket off to the moon in a big jet of shit.
It's the same power that my dear mother used to glimmer with.
I think, by the way, Khan is the only other person I have to check after this. I would not have lived to see today if not for you. Now, if my design works, I will be able to revive the town. I'm grateful to you, Warden. I'll never forget it. What is your plan? The outcast children who have left the polyhedron will establish a new town. They will become new mistresses and rulers. They will lay down a new triangle of powers and beginnings. This time, it will stand firmly on its base, rather than trying to balance on one of the vertices. Why did you choose the outcasts? It's not a cause, it's an effect. They've left the polyhedron because their fate lies elsewhere. Prisoners of dreams can build, but they cannot rule. Moreover, you have to be resolute, mature, and independent to break free from childhood. Only the most outstanding children can do it. I've heard you wanted to found a new religion. I don't. You still fail to grasp who mistresses are. So do the children. Which is why they keep talking about a religion. Can religion be invented by a man? It's not a game. Yes, it's not a game. But apparently I'm ruining the game. Tell me, will you stay with us? Will you rule the kin like your father was supposed to? Yes, I'll stay. Gotta stay. Okay, so let me check my adherence real quick. Taya, Capella, Grace, Knockin', Sticky, Murky. Yeah, so just Khan left. Let's go say hi to Khan. I assume he's right outside the polyhedron. I'm gonna do the same save right... words. I'll do a save right here, just in case I go the wrong direction or something dumb. Oh, man. I think my temple got bruised. Oh, that sucks. It's kind of making my teeth hurt. Getting a bruise on your temple is the worst shit in the world. Because it hurts just forever. It's one of those handfuls of injuries that just makes life hurt. You know, normally if you hurt your arm or something, it only hurts when you kind of move it. So it's pretty easy to avoid pain, just don't move it. But when you nail your temple, it just constantly hurts. Oh, the one guard left. Hey, buddy. He's wondering where the rest of his platoon is. He didn't get the memo last night. He's like me whenever there'd be an exam in class. Oh yes, I have to pass my bachelor. Almost forgot about that. Yo, Dankovsky. I can't wait for the bachelor to be like, oh man, I fucked up.
Cost what it may, the tower should remain intact. The tower is clean.
So, have you made a decision? Well, what? It's high time we make a choice. Oh, high time we make choices. As for me, before the artillery starts flying, I'm packing my belongings and leaving this town. Having grabbed some people I want to save. Could have found my own solution, but I don't have the time. What would your solution be? So, Bachelor's just ditching. Well, I guess he talked about that in his campaign, didn't he? I can make them destroy the settlement, along with the Bull Project. Yet the polyhedron would remain. Block assured me he'd fire a strike so precise that the other shore of the Gorkon wouldn't be scathed. The river will swallow the plate, he said. The people will die if we destroy the town. Look around. There's no one left alive except for the two of us. The infected ones don't count. They have less than 24 hours to live in any case. I could at least help them. Really? Then could you please make it so that I could show up at the council and present the commander with arguments in favor of the following arrangement. The corrupt town disappears from the face of the earth. The polyhedron stays. It's aseptic, and damn it, it's simply worth preserving. What do you need to do so? My bounder alive? I'll be with you at the council. Are you sure they really are alive? Do you really want me to come to the cathedral and join the council? Yes, your bounder safe and sound. I'm counting on you, Oinen. The Basher will come to the cathedral. He will stand up for... Oh, do I have to go back to Changeling, maybe? Yeah, I think I do. I have to do a little bit of walking. If I want to get Changeling in there, I think. The Basher will come to the cathedral. He will stand up for the polyhedron if I allow him to make the ultimate decision. Should I? The tower is alive, one might say, but with the soul of Simon forever sealed within it. Could it be that the polyhedron is my Urra? Yeah, I'm going to the polyhedron first just because it's right here. Save outside in case it works it. But I have a feeling to dick around with the other endings. I have to run back to... Well, while we go, we can sing show tunes. That'd be fun. Make our way back to Clara. Ring, ring, ring goes a trolley. Clang, clang, clang goes a bell. Also, I gotta speak to Khan still, so... I'm guessing he's right outside the tower. On the ground floor. Nope. Yeah, that's fine. We can still go up. Save down here. In case I want to scum from this position. Rather than walk the polyhedron 3 times or whatever we'd get stuck with. Alright. He wants to hang out with Uncle Artemy. I got pockets full of organs. Alright, well, let's go see. I assume... Where's Khan? Damn it, kids, where's Khan? Haven't the foggiest. Let's increment real quick. Okay, which one do I want? This one? Yes. Okay. So we're back in here. Okay. Someone's got to put some railings on these. This can't be in line with the fire code. Con, you better be down here. I'm gonna kick your ass if you're not. He's not here, is he? Well, I have no idea where Con has gone off to. Okay, we got a thing here. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, I was able to actually just leave? Okay. Can we go back in? I fucked it. Okay. Well, we'll reload. I didn't think I could just walk out. God damn it. I gotta do the walk again. Fuck. Fuck everything. You can just fuck off. You can just decide, man, this sucks. This polyhedron thing sucks. We should just outie. Blow this thing up. It's got no railings. I was like, oh shit, I'm a kid now. Let me just leave. Okay, can I just... Oh, is it actually... Oh, it's got an invisible barrier so I don't fuck up. Okay, can I... No, we can't skip it. That's fine, we get this cinematic twice. We learned something, boys. You can just decide, man, this polyhedron stuff sucks. Let's go. Nuke it. Okay. Don't be upset. Being a toy is also nice. Teensy. But why do you play it like this? We've been to a funeral. We've just come back from a cemetery, actually. I see. So who died on you? We won't tell you. In fact, it's all just fantasies anyway. No one's died. It just doesn't work like this. There's no death, get it? But why did you need dolls? Couldn't you have played without us? Well, we did need to find some use for you. We never liked you all that much anyway. You've always been the scary doll. Playing with you was no fun. So you stuck the throwaways into the thick of it. The ones that could fix things. You can't always have a smart doctor man at hand. It's just how the game goes. Will you help us heal the town? Curious. I will. Before I read that. Look, Haruspex is here. He's so big. How'd you find us? So lifelike and so angry. I want you to tell me everything. No problem. What do you want to know? What diabolical game are you playing? Look, it's a magic sandbox. See how it reflects in the mirrors? Because everything's for real there. There's a town. We've made it out of sand. There's this awful thing going on here. An epidemic. So it's all crumbling. The town is falling apart. But we've sent heroes there to fix it. To fix it? It's rotting, see? Ugh. We hope they think of something. Mirrored in sand, at least. They're magical, too. You know, the heroes are. Take you, for example. Look how it all worked out. You used to be a doll, and now you're alive. Perhaps the rest also work like this. Did you know that your dolls were alive? Everything is alive around here. It's in the structure. It brings things to life. It's not like we're twisting anyone's arm. It just happens. All on its own. We only built the town. And then it became miraculous on all its own. And the dolls? We just stuck the throwaway ones in. They were lame anyway. Sorry. Don't you touch anything else around here. And don't stick anything in there anymore. I found the town. Huh. Jump on it. Let's see this. Oh, my mission changed. Indeed, it was a sandbox plague. The children who were playing there must have been on their way home from the funeral. A sorrowful game may have seemed an appropriate diversion to them. Or maybe they simply felt their childhood was slipping away. One way or another, the hero has been bitterly deceived. All this time, the hero took himself to be a living man who was trying to rescue his fellow human beings. Beyond doubt, this belief has filled him with fervor, helped him to reach the finale, and even be somewhat triumphant. In vain. It was all in vain. The hero was but a puppet, striving to help the imaginary population of a town that was nothing more than a drawing. Strangely, there is still not a word to be heard from the powers that be. Perhaps they became bored of it all, or were called back home for supper. See, doll, it was us. We've arranged all this. Turned out to be great. But we've never made a world like this before. It's magical. We planted it here, and here's what has grown up. But now there's rot everywhere. You're calling me a doll, you whelp. Hey, don't call me names. Take it easy. Okay. It wasn't me who made you. But I've had you since I was 3. You're a doll. Ask anyone. Your name is Haruspex. You're a ripper. You're always a bad guy when we're playing. Your face is all bruised and messed up. Constantly threatening to beat up a kid. Here we go. I am a human being. It's you who's going to become a doll in my hands now, kiddo. Really? So you're not a doll? Go ahead. Hit me then. Well, why are you just standing there? I dare you. Hit me with everything you have. You'll regret this, I swear. Okay, I got my gun. We'll shoot the kid in a bit. Don't be upset. Being a toy is also nice. I hope I can still switch places with you someday. Real human being. Everything happens. Then you'll know what it's like to being a toy in the hands of a monster. Is this just now? Okay. In that case, you're a human being that closely resembles one of our toys. It's a ripper, but we call it Barach for fun. There's nothing funny about it, you little bloodsucker. Stop moaning. Get up and help us fix the town. You were doing well. Just a little bit left till the game is over. Time for us to go home anyway. It's time for you to go to a youth detention center. Okay. Increment to save real quick. Blammo. Damn it. Okay, here it comes. Here comes Barach. Here comes Baraka. Oh, I clicked out. I thought I thought for a moment that I was actually successful in nailing the kid. But it was just me clicking out the window. Boxing God? Does that actually happen with Abraham? Doesn't he wrestle God? He doesn't try to punch him. He gets into a wrestling match with him, if I recall. Always the boy being bad? Oh, it was Jacob. That's right. Okay, oh, wait. A letter. Letter from the makers. Do I need to help you with the bird? Yes. Everyone give me a moment. I gotta go help with the bird. Oh. Little boy. Look at you just standing. Come on, hang out with me. He's being bad. So he's gonna hang out on stream for a bit. Come on, show your face. Okay, don't. Little boy, at least climb up my arm so I don't have to handle you weird. He's latched onto the side of my arm like he's my bird armband. Okay, no, we got him over here. He's slightly off. Can I, just for the time being, we'll have a little bit of blowout from the light, but we'll have bird on stream. All right. Letter from the makers. Please do come by and meet us at the theater if you have a spare minute. We'd like to have a rather inconsequential but mature talk with you. We apologize in advance for the inconvenience. By the way, in before the bird bites me. He's sleepy right now. When he gets sleepy, he gets defensive. Alright, now we gotta take the long walk down the polyhedron. Should I bother to start Clara's campaign tonight? Or should I just save it for next session? Because I'll just watch kind of the opening cinematic and read her opening mission statement. I'm pretty spent. I'm kind of thinking it'd be better to have it all in one session. I don't know, though. Okay, so we gotta run back to the theater. Clear for next time? Okay. Do a quick save just in case something dumb happens. I don't feel like doing, reloads if I can avoid it. My health is still managing to slowly drop. Really, the plague busting me out that bad right now? Stroll out. Take off, eh? This guy's my boy. Get in, dude. I know what happened. He trapped himself in here. Poor man. It's like he made the killdozer. No girls allowed for it. Alright. Beaky. Come in, good sir. They're waiting for you. You are uncannily polite. Oh. Just a slight intro. The hero is a doll, but so are the children. The real game is what's happening between you and us. I cannot leave Haruspex's body. You're imposing your limits upon me. Haruspex has lost his battle for freedom since the very day he was born. What about you? Haruspex is in my hands and nothing more. I wanted to see if I can make it. That's what we're interested in as well. Can you make it or can you not? Can you make what, exactly? Could you have not made it? I've made it. I managed to destroy your poisonous evil that has spread thin across the world. Was the disease the true evil, though? The disease is only a method, the evil's weapon. Just like a scalpel is yours. The disease will go devouring itself. Then there'll be war, famine, heresy. Was it really worth the effort? Look around. All this for a single wretched town. No. It was a town that has been built for you, not the other way around. We apologize if it's been a disappointment. So you're curious as to what fate I will choose for this town? We have to make sure that it is truly you who's making the decision. Are you absolutely positive that your choice is not predetermined by anyone or anything? I am. Good. If it really was you, the only enemy, the only evil in this story you see, is called inevitability. I'll be the one to say the final word. You see how sad our fortune is. Put all our hopes into you. We poor actors were hoping you'd become the director of a new show. The old one has been beaten to death, but you turned out to be a doll. But I am not a doll. Did I hear you right? Who is it speaking? It's me, the player. Oh, then I apologize profusely. You're definitely not a doll, but that seems to be unhelpful for our hero now. He is humiliated, crushed, but most importantly, he's deprived of the power that we all had hoped for. By the way, you're still willing to take responsibility for him? Yes, he is my responsibility. I will stay with him to the very end. His words shall be my words. His deeds shall be my deeds. Ah, and I apologize once again. Perhaps not all is lost yet. Let's wait for the finale and see if Day brings any surprises. We still have a chance to play in a drama with an unpredictable story. Yes, and highlight Haruspex better. It's my solo now. Going based. Do they have follow-ups? Please, do not feel yourself obliged to do anything. I don't. You don't have to do any of this. I know. I do it for my own entertainment. That's what I'm on about. There has to be a sacrifice. Well, let's go see the alternatives. Do you like the twist? I don't know if I would call it a twist. So much as a direct, listen dude, you're metagaming. You've metagamed this too much, and it kind of kills it if you metagame, which I do appreciate, actually. It's, that's good thought put into it. It especially reminds me, I can't think of a particular instance of this happening, but there was something with this, where there was a scripted death of a character in a game, and I spent a lot of time seeing about how I could circumvent that event. And it really is this, oh, I have to see, gotta see Claire, damn it. Okay, let's take a walk. Well, we got some time to sing show tunes and talk about meta concepts and things like gaming, because you do get this visceral response to try and do everything. Play like an Elder Scrolls game. And something like, I think Oblivion's pretty loose on it. You can do basically everything. If you do things in the right order, you can do everything. Morrowind, on the other hand, without completely abusing the game, huge chunks of the game will get cut off from you, from all of your decisions. I would argue this is bad end. And I would not disagree with the developers. Mechanically a children's fantasy. I don't interpret it as literal as you're interpreting it. I take it, well, because it is a game. It is a game made up by people, and children make up games. And worth checking out the opening. Oh, like rewatching it? Yeah. But the concept that it's all a game. I wouldn't stick to a literal interpretation of it. I would call the children more so the developers. They've created a game, and it has certain rules, and there's winners and losers. However, using meta-knowledge, save-scumming, etc., and honestly doing things that Artemy himself might not have done, so that I can achieve the, quote-unquote good ending. I've spoiled the sort of, trying to think of the right word for it. I've sort of spoiled the spirit of the game. Kind of ruined the geist of it all. It's a game that could be played this way, but you're not supposed to play it this way. I do like the jab, by the way, when speaking with Notkin. The non-utopians are utopians. And that's a reoccurring problem. Whenever people are interested in utopian societies, they almost always dramatically fail. We can talk about things like the Soviet Union and what have. And it is utopian ideals that drive people to do things that they wouldn't have otherwise done. Which, unsurprisingly, to have that kind of influence in a East Bloc-made game.
It's so cold.
Oh, we can bring up the whole thing. Okay. Ooh, this is powerful. Okay. Your confidants are alive and well. I'll be waiting for you in the council. If my confidants are alive, I will come to the council with you. There won't be a single queen there that I won't be able to convince to my cause, but are absolutely sure that they are alive. Do you really want me to come to the council? Come to the cathedral. I'll give you the right to decide. Oh, give me a moment. Let me actually read that, because you've hit me with... wonder what post-game sequence will look like. Now with Haruspex, since, as I recall, Bachelor sees the kids after you pick one of the other endings. Well, we'll see. Let me do a save real quick, because it looked like I had actual options.
You've changed. Or am I imagining things?
Turns out that you're a toy, Clara, and I'm a human being. Are you sure? Absolutely. So I'm not human. This gives me a huge advantage over you. Why? Because you think I'm a toy. I know who you are, but you don't actually know who I am. So, I have an advantage. How so? Who are you fighting all this time? Oh, you human. Was I fighting you? Do you realize now that you have lost? There's nothing to be done. It's too late. Alright, let's go to the cathedral. She has a point. She's not wrong. Because the true struggle is supposed to be against the other two characters. But in getting wrapped up trying to save everyone, you end up just kind of playing into their hands. Even if I don't go with their endings, I've done what they wanted. A bit clever, that, actually. Taking the sort of player's metagame knowledge of trying to succeed And through succeeding, you have essentially lost the plot of the game. You've turned it into a game, which that is kind of really what happens. You know, if we want to talk about how much I had to scum to make sure that I got, like, really to get the amount of panacea that I did, I had to really work the system. And that's not the intention. I'm trying to think about how you would even combat that. But it is kind of like, shame on you for scamming the system. Because really, when you get that much panacea, it should just be massive backup for yourself. Also, if I hadn't gotten that one Schmouter, I would have been fucked. Just saying. It is slightly, it's not quite paradoxical. But it is playing the, player's natural instincts against them. I'm checking here in case this is where Notkin is. I have no idea where Notkin is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass by Batch again. Because Bachelor is partly right. The town is kind of fucked either way. Whether I help everyone or not. If I save everyone, it's only going to do so much. It's almost like, because there's 3 perspectives on the issue from each of the 3 characters. And theoretically, when I play through one campaign, I'm supposed to be at least role-playing, in a sense, their perspective on the issue. However, if I go and save everyone, I've abandoned that concept. In that case, though, I would argue truly that I am human, and that I would not be a doll in this scenario. Namely in that I did not play the game as it was written. By the way, pick up that can. Alright. Daniel, I have news. Yet, I have news.
Cost what it may, the tower should remain intact. The tower is clean.
Are you aware that we turned out to be toys? Really? You're kidding. Though, figuratively speaking, that is true, after a fashion. We are all mere toys in the hands of Providence. No, Oinen. I mean literally. You're a toy, I am a toy. We are mere dolls made of rags, sawdust, and whalebone. Hell knows what else. Have you gone mad? No. My eyes were open. You have owners. They're children. The game they're playing with us is almost over. I hope my side wins. No. You lose. They don't love us, by the way. They're fed up with us. That's why we're stuck here. They've stuck us here. Very witty, Barach. Forget it. My laboratory's beckoning me to the capital. I can't wait for too long to entertain the thought of it. Also, being a dollhouse. I'm an adult man that has responsibility to bear, you see. I invent medicine that helps with old age and death. Out of nuts, syrup, and sleeping pills stolen from the adults. Don't make me laugh. Enough. This isn't funny anymore. You failed to grasp anything at all. Very appropriate, too, that Basher would be in denial. One, with him being a utopian. And 2, he has, like, the biggest predestination setup type deal going on. Oh, it starts off as an actor in 2? Tell him to make more characters. Go call... Listen. Call Artemy. Or, here. Get Artemy in the IP. or get Artemy in the chat here. I'll steal his IP, and you can use his IP to call his cell phone. Okay, save. Oop. Save right out here. Let's go. You're too early. The queens will be descending upon the fate of the remains of this wretched town at 7 o'clock. As for now, the cathedral's closed. I want to speak to Aglaia. She is undoubtedly equally eager to see you. But you will meet her at 7 o'clock and not a minute earlier. New powers have come into play now. Powers that even a government inquisitor cannot oppose. We are only doing their bidding. What powers? You'll find that out. You'll find that out if every person whose life out of. There we go. That's what's happening. Text. You'll find that. Correct that shit. Call up Artemy and tell him to fix this one typo. You'll find that out of every person whose life has been in your hands for the last 12 days, there's a chance to say a word before the council. They'll all be fine by the evening. Wait, I don't have someone sick, do I? And I have no idea where, where Khan has run off to. Let me... Did he go into the Crucible by any chance? No. And he's just gonna have generic responses. If it's anything like Bachelor's Run. I wouldn't be too surprised if he's with Maria. No. Bird being quite good, by the way. Just hanging out on my shoulder. He's not being abusive. And it is... Oh, it's actually not even enough time for me to... Oh, wait, no, that's 3. I saw the 5 and thought 5 p.m. Because I have low IQ. It's 3, almost 4 p.m. Although I feel... Damn. Can I by any chance sleep in Bachelor's bed? Got a little bit disoriented. But yeah, it's about to be 4. It's 3 hours until. That's just enough time for me to run back to my evil lab, sleep for 1 hour, and run back. It seems like a bit of a waste. I haven't the foggiest, though, where Khan has run off to. Let's see. Yo, Daniel. You're just a toy. Let me borrow your bed. Ah, good. We can. This makes my life much more convenient. I'm almost died, Daniel. Daniel, I'm dying. Help me, Daniel, I'm dying. Okay. Our fate will be decided today. There are so many things I want to tell you, but would never dare to utter. I'd rather not write you at all than influence your decision. The one thing I am fully convinced of is that your father's inheritance, denoted by the sign of the Udra, is the town itself. The settlement has made 3 parts: earth, the knots, and the stone yard. Everything else I would expect you to know already. We won't see each other before the council. This is how it has to be. Whatever you choose, I'll understand it. Aglaia. I'm curious, actually, being that she's the bound of Clara. Aspity has one of the dolls that are depicted. It may just be for filler, but it may also actually play a role. I'll be curious to find out. Okay. Come, Haruspex. The assembly is waiting your decision. The queens of this chessboard are in a deadlock. They have each other pinned down. The game may very well end in a tragic stalemate. You're a pawn that's become a queen. Finish the endgame. Let me through. Shit, they're gonna jump me. Okay. No, I think my health is good. Because it's not gonna deplete very fast. Where are you going, bird? I don't know why I'm saving again. Just reflex.
What is there to talk about now?
Alright, so we're gonna have a deal of dialogue to get through. Buckle up, boys. I see the Inquisitor lady has charmed you into submission. You shouldn't trust her. She'll take advantage of us all, including you. What did she ever do to you? She lied to me. Fooled by her, I was acting on her prompts the past few days. I even encourage others to do the same. The discovery has been reinterpreted and presented in a fashion that has turned truth into lies. I've been violated. So what? Think you're in a better position? She has simply chosen a different tactic for each of us. She has abused my hate and anger. She has abused your love and sense of commitment. I know what she did to get to Clara. She found the changeling worthy of her schemes at all. If you're still fooled by her, how come you speak so confidently? What if it's also part of her plan? I was lucky enough to reveal her plots. I think that's because Because you're smarter than me, Oinen. Is that what you wanted to say? Let's put it this way. Because I'm more predisposed to logical thinking. Alright. I get it.
The contaminated
it.
town will have to be destroyed. It's sodden with the sand dirt that can't be eradicated.
How do you suggest we destroy her? Destroy the town. That'll be her death sentence. She's responsible for it before the powers that be. I don't need to... Okay, science man. Oh, big brain science man. Trying to cuck me with logic. With facts and logic. Get out. Yeah, I don't need to ask all those because I already know the opinion. It's just going to be a one-line deal.
I'm so tired. I might faint.
Well, are you planning to make up your mind anytime soon? I would still like to know how you're going to keep the town intact. Barach. What are you saying? I told you it's my secret. I will only reveal that to the queens. General Alexander will never compromise. You know that full well. If I can't persuade Agalaya that mine is the way to purge this world of plague, then nothing happens at all. What is to happen will happen. Seems like you have a strong influence on Bloch. Even if I mesmerize him, he won't forget his procedure. Don't worry, I'll tell the queens everything. Separately, of course. But not to you. I don't want to see my secret become gossip all too quickly. Aren't you afraid of telling the queens? My choice demands they destroy one another, Barach. It's all taken care of, don't you worry. That's some news. My choice is full of surprises, Barach. Or did you really think this little dilemma of yours was unfavorable? An either-or thing. Look at you talking. It's like you're a different person. Perhaps. It's not the same me you knew before. There is more than one me. A lot, perhaps. We've got the same pretty face. But who knows whose will is behind it right now? Enough. Okay, so it's Block who makes the final decision.
I'm dead tired.
You are the one to make the choice. Yours shall be the mouth to utter my words now. My lips are sealed. Oh, by the way, which choice do we want to do first? Put that out there right now before we come up on it, and I have to wait. So you were the sacrifice I was supposed to make? I was. If I'm captured and taken off the board, then the commander will be free to make his move. If you choose Capella's path, then I'll live. If you choose Clara's or Bachelor's path, then you'll lead me to the scaffold and fulfill your purpose. So the butchers are expecting your murder. And then what? They let me reach the sacrificial blood? And make you their ruler, foreman of the cult, and head of the kin. You will restore the kin and bring the town back to life, after you take the place that should have been your father's. Do I really have a choice then? You do, and you know it. I'm so happy you didn't learn it from me. I know nothing. Nothing? Now stay silent, let Capella speak. What does she really want? Speak to her yourself. She's the only one who can help you keep this town alive, and this is essential for saving me. What's the price of this solution? You know the answer. The polyhedron. The cause of the plague will be destroyed. That is what Alexander Block demanded. He has to spend some ammo for this report. The town will survive. That is my pardon warrant. That is how you fulfill your destiny. My hot, stinging brain. But the sacrifice. The destruction of the polyhedron is quite an adequate sacrifice. The butchers may bar you from reaching the blood, but you'll be able to take it on your own. Although I should refrain from offering you any advice. My advice is dangerous. Wait here, I'll go speak to the others.
If the outcast children live, this chimera of a town will turn into a town of men. I will arrange it. Help me get into the cathedral, will you?
We're already here, kid. So the people I have told you about are alive after all, are they not? Why do you think that my victory is impossible without them? You wanted to protect the town, didn't you? But the Ura is a living being. It's a body that contains the world. And do you really think that the world can exist without activity inside? Who is going to govern it? Who will paint the different colors, tints, and shades? I will distribute these roles among the children when they come of age. Tell me what the children I've saved are going to do until then. The Mother Superior will start managing the kin right away. You don't really understand their day-to-day life, do you? You can rule and guide knowledge, if will be the power of Malachite and Black. Go on. Notkin will be a scout, exploring the steppe for now. You'll also keep an eye on the warehouses and the station. We'll have to start communicating with the big world soon. Red gold will be his color. Good choice. But you cannot even imagine how good it is. But how will he deal with the thieves? Do you really think that I, Victoria Ogimski, the White Mistress, will not be able to restore order? You're mistaken. Sorry, I had no doubts about that. Or he will look after street improvements. The town must look pretty. We'll also assign her to be in charge of the water supply and the sewage. She will become the Lilac Mistress. Very nice. Nice. Steve will be in charge of commerce. He'll be the chief merchant, controlling all shops in the town and making sure everyone has everything they need. He'll become a ruler later, just like all the boys you have saved. His power will be of amber color. Right? Grace will keep doing her job. She'll bury the dead. They have a whole realm of their own, you know. They need a caring hand, too. She'll be a beige mistress. The most valuable aspect of this color is a subtle shade of dawn, a little nuance of pink and lemon. And who will be the head of all this? We will enter into a marriage. We will enter into a marriage with Khan. This will put an end to the enmity and the disagreements of our families. We will restore the harmony of ruling. I will become a mistress, and will do what my mother used to. Khan, with his army of dogheads, will rule the town. I'll make him white, as I am. So that's what the town is going to be like now. All right. Choice time, boys. Khan gonna get whipped.
I'm suffocating.
Oh, this is a lot. Okay. So, Barach, the healer, your father used to be the leader of the local caste community, which is important to me. It's neither greed, nor plotting, nor circumstance that has informed your choice, but your conscience alone. I've been given orders to level everything here. But if that's not necessary, I am willing to trust your judgment, risking my life and honor, for I am merciful. Where shall I point the weapon? Where do you point the gun, boys? Okay. Polyhedron, settlement, don't destroy anything. Well, let's go with the standard Haruspex choice first. So there's a certain deposit beneath the town that you would allow to make enough panacea. Rumor has it's blood. Indeed. How do you prove that this choice is sensible? Here are my arguments. The panacea. The evidence of an underground blood deposit that feeds the town. My rightful and supported claim to take this blood. I've seen a report claiming that the kin will not let you have this blood unless you kill the Inquisitor. Is this true? It is. How are you going to kill her? Yeah, straight up. Let's keep the Inquisitor. Just straight up, we're keeping this girl going. I'm not. We will destroy the tower. The blood will pour out from the tear in the ground. That will be enough. True. So I've been told. Victoria Ogimsky, styled the White Mistress despite her young age, confirms that you are capable of accomplishing this goal. The people you have saved support your claim. Act then. The cannons will rumble at 10 to 12. Evacuate the children from there by 10. It will be taken care of. Glai will give orders. This is my choice. Okay, so there is quite a bit. Make sure I'm... So start from here. I actually missed this. The changeling will come to the cathedral. She is adamant that she can perform some kind of miracle to protect us all. I have no proof of this possibility. A miracle is an act of blind faith. And I know if I know anything about miracles, it's that they are all too often rotten on the inside. I've made my choice. I've decided what the offering will be. Aglaya will live. The powers that be have nothing to hold against her. Now that the cure for the sand plague has been found, it's of no importance to me what the kin will think of my choice. My refusal to offer a human being as a sacrifice means that they won't get anywhere near the veins of Erdra, who will find a different source of blood with which to make the panacea. The polyhedron will be brought down, and rivers of blood will spout from the gaping hole that is left by its foundation. The prophecy was fulfilled. The lines have led me to the place where my path as warden will commence. My father will be proud of me, I think. Any choice is right as long as it is willed. This is how it is. Okay. We have to go, like, buy bandages or something real quick. Since we have to wait 3 hours. Yeah, more reason to not do, Clara. This has turned into a longer stream. Well, this'll work. Just do some morphine before end times. It's happening, boys. End time's coming. Should I go get my army helmet? Here we go. Oh, good. Bachelor's gone. Bachelor. Let me just... I hope you don't mind. I'm going to do some morphine and sleep in your bed for a bit. Max hunger. Let me go run real quick. Come with me, bird. Thank come with me. I'm back. I got my Chinese helmet. I'm ready for doomsday. Get these headphones back in. Okay, let's go. I have plague. Alright, let's go. I did it over to 10, right? Double check. Yeah. It's about to be 11. Oh, good. I got a razor. Maybe I should trade that. No? Do I have to actually wait? Do I have to actually wait till tomorrow, technically? Hey, Bachelor. Gonna just borrow your bed for one more hour, if you don't mind. Here we go.
You did it? It was a free choice. We acknowledge the victory of the player.
It is indeed miraculous. The exit is clear. It shouldn't have happened. The miracle must be real.
Alright. Don't get cannons in this one. Well, I guess I'll exit the right. Damn it. Exit stage left. Go. Audi, kids. Alright. Well, we don't need to see the credits that we have already seen. And you can also just click credits. So let's see. Let's see how this go. For the alternates. I didn't get artillery shells though.
What?
Okay. So, let's start off with Bachelor's. Is that just going to give me Bachelor's ending? Sorry, I'm supposed to actually be reading this. Oh, a bit of a cough is catching up to me right now. Let the settlement be destroyed, but don't fire at the Tower of Glass. It must survive the tremor of an artillery barrage. How old is this? This is an HD re-release of a 03 game, I think? I believe it's 03. Someone correct me. I think that one of the other chat members would know better. I'm surprised to hear that from you. How can you prove that's a wise decision to take? Bachelor will. I trust him. And I know nothing about the tower except that it contains the life that my father has instructed me to preserve. 05. Ooh. Right here at the end, a cough catching me. We will now be talking to you, Bachelor Dinkovsky. Artem Barach. Are you sure that you have nothing more to tell me? I am sure, General. I've made my choice. Okay. The tangle of lines formed an intricate ornament. Something that before seemed quite obscure is now illuminated with meaning. By the will of my father, I should take care of these children, my Tagler, as Victoria would say. However, it is not either of them that my father was referring to when he spoke of an Erdra. Rather, he referenced the town itself, a town which exists only by feeding on the will of its inhabitants. Just as these children were intended to be fed upon, they were destined to grow up and become the brain of the town, its lungs and its heart. Oh, it got, well, unsurprisingly, localization times. If these children see the polyhedron as their home, it must be protected. Any choice is right, as long as it is willed. This is how it is. So I have a feeling it's just going to give me the reason why I went with the Bachelor ending is if it's just going to show me Bachelor's ending, I don't want to see Clara's ending prematurely. It will be unearned. Oh, and by the way, the devs are wrong. Atherphine, Barphine. Yeah, the devs are wrong because Aspity is player's girlfriend. Everyone knows this. Aspity is true waifu. I just bunked my mic with my army helmet. Okay, so, drugs. Morphine. $5 hours. Probably could have just done the 6 to not care about anything. Almost died. Septipus, I know you're more base than that. It's just because she's got a pixie cut. Or kind of. She has like a longer one. Shorter than a bull, but not quite a pixie cut. Yeah, so this is the exact same ending. So I won't be viewing Clara's. Do I view the do nothing ending? Because I think that's just you get bad end, right? Look at all these Pathologists. Filthy Pathologists. All right. Whew. Well, we did all of Haruspex. Look at that. We get chat up here. Which ending is like, okay. So how like as in which is my preferred ending or which is the like the morally good ending, to get a bit of enunciation. Also, because I can't handle silence, makes me freak out. Or actually, assuming that these outros don't take too long, this will be good. Morality's a spook. Well, I don't know if I'll agree, but I won't disagree. Preferred ending. Probably Haruspex. Utopianism is not a good ideology. Utopianism just about always leads you to make poor decisions, i.e. nuking a town. Shit just doesn't play out in reality that way. Utopia is a fallacy. And anyone who pushes for any idea of utopia. What kind of a game ending was that? You are in very late into a very interesting game. If you're interested, there's a third campaign I will be doing. There's 3 different campaigns for 3 different characters. You saw the absolute tail end, so you're very out of it here. Oh, let me wait. What is it said? Seppo said. Oh, they have a miracle, but I mean, is that miracle just? Is the can you just throw away your means, you know? And it's like with Haruspex, you're taking out the polyhedron. It's some fucking structure that an alcoholic dreamed up, and they put into practice, and you're gonna nuke the town and hang the Inquisitor over so that people can have their fancy dream, and it's only the dream for the dreamers, no one else. The townsfolk will not get to participate in that dream, you know? The people who get nuked don't get to experience what they've created. So it's an entirely selfish decision to create a utopia purely for themselves in the end. I don't know. I don't know if immortality is all that good. I don't think it's quite what it's chalked up to be. I think immortality would quickly drain any meaning of life. Immortality to me sounds like a a slow decay into sort of just a nothingness. It's when we talk about time to rewatch, I've never watched it though, so we're getting too high on philosophies over here. The town folk are a part of a fucked up town that can't handle an epidemic. Yeah, but it's their right to have that struggle. They have the right to experience their lives to its fullest intent and not have someone's external will be imposed on them. Even if you live a doomed life, if I told you that you were going to die by the end of this week, you have choices. You could off yourself. But what most people's option would be to live their life to the fullest extent that they could for the limited time span that they have. Quite a bit can be done. Even if it's just spent introspective. I think that is an important part of the human experience. We don't exist as individuals. We exist as sort of a societal network. And you, in this case, would be artificially removing parts of like that greater zeitgeist. If you catch my meaning. It's you manipulating something that you kind of don't have the right to manipulate. I mean, to an extent you do have a right. But it's imposing that right onto other people. Oh no. Maybe I'm just gay and also retarded. Anyway, I've gone on for 3 hours. Demon Dreaming Vampires. Yeah, I've gone on for 3 hours and I was considering just going for 1 hour today. So, I'm going to close it up here. I need to stretch. A 3-hour stream is a powerful stream. Whew. But, on Wednesday, we can look forward to Clara's campaign. And tomorrow we'll be doing more Deadly Premonition. So with that, I appreciate the Devil's Advocate, because if the thoughts are not brought into combat, then the thought may as well be weak. It's something that has to be thought about, and maybe it's because I'm a filthy Amerimite. I believe that you can't impose your will on other people, and that's just not acceptable. People must have their right to make mistakes, and basically you need the right for people to be failures so that people can experience failure, and that's part of being human. Anyway, I'm gonna get looped in. Grumpy, get out. Get out of my chat before you make me talk for an hour. I'm leaving. Hugs and kisses, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow night and for the rest of my life.